Sophomore defender,
On a
Sean
Sunday,
Napoli.
gorgeous Sunday afternoon, we have playoff fever here at Lemoyne Field on the campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It is the CACC quarterfinals here in the men's lacrosse bracket. The number 4 seed, your Post University Eagles, hosting the number 5 seed University of Bridgeport Purple Knights. Here today on this, again, a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. Winner of this game will face off against Wilmington in the semifinals on Wednesday. Eagles finished the regular season 9-7 overall, 5-3 in conference, and for Bridgeport, they finished the year an even 500 in both their overall and conference records, 7-7 overall, 4-4 in conference. Griffin Castle on hand as we welcome you upstairs inside to the broadcast booth. So glad you're with us here for the CACC quarterfinal matchup. Again, the winner of this game will face off against the perfect 8-0 in CACC play, the number 1 seed, the Wilmington Wildcats.
And a senior goalie, number 41, Cole
Bridgeport
George.
Finished their regular season off on Wednesday at Chestnut Hill, where they lost 16-6. And the Eagles finished their regular season off on the road at Caldwell on Wednesday as well, winning 23-7. So we are ready to rock and roll here in the quarterfinals, here in the CACC tournament. Winner gets the number 1 seed, Wilmington, in the semifinals. Let's take a quick look at our starting lineups. We'll start with the visiting Purple Knights. In net, it is Peter Nazario, the senior, Sean Napoli at defense, along with Ryan Thomas, Luca Runyon, and Brian Wolf, the midfielders here today. And the face-off guy for the Purple Knights is Connor Cullen. He's going to be going up against Jackson Holden for the face-offs. And in the midfield for University of Bridgeport, it is Daniel Orabai, Joe Martin, and the attack, Ashton Lankowski, James Goodrich, and that will round out the lineup here for Bridgeport. And for the Eagles, Anthony Esposito, Dylan Heald, Ryan DeKnight, Jackson Holden, Jack Longmore, Robbie McGrain, James Sprola, Nolan Carfagna, Nate Dowd, and in nets is the senior Cole George. So we are ready to go. Eagles in the white uniforms, Purple Knights in the black uniforms. Winner of this game again faces Wilmington in the semifinals. The loser, their season is over. Connor Cullen and Jackson Holden here for the first draw control. Here to get us started. Violation on Holden. Possession awarded to the Purple Knights. And off we go, off and running here in the CACC quarterfinals. James Napoli comes to get it. Napoli and Aiden Kirkpatrick, the two goal scoring leaders here for the Purple Knights. Both didn't start, but both are on the field within 2 seconds. Kirkpatrick wears number 97. Napoli wears number 40. Kirkpatrick has it here on the near side. Matthew Levantini, number 23 in black, with it here on the near side. He's picked up by Jalen Brown. He takes it behind the nets. And the swing pass. There's a shot, the first of the game by Orabai, and it's scooped up and vacuumed in by George. Eagles, during the regular season, 224 goals. Their opponents scored 153 against them, and they take it into the attacking zone for the first time here in this one. Eagles have 3 of the top 5 goals leading scorers in the CACC. Robbie McGrain, second in the conference at 55. Dylan Heald and Tim Keefe each tied for number 4 in the conference. So this team, the Eagles, they can overpower you with their offense here. And Noah Pietz, the swing pass here to Hayden Hinman on the near side. He tries to turn the corner. Now the cutter, Heald couldn't secure the pass. And possession awarded to the Purple Knights. Eagles 3-3 at Lemoyne Field this season. Ground ball, scooped up. And there's a big hit by Nick Gallery. Ball is on the turf, and we are playing Twister for it. Who's got it? Scooped up by the Purple Knights. Both of these teams. Lots of intensity here to start, lots of grit. Winner heads to the semifinals to play against the number 1 seed Wilmington. Loser, their season is over. Napoli with it. Bayou got that first shot for the Purple Knights. Now it is Kirkpatrick. Picked up by Torelli. Kirkpatrick hits the brakes. Wraparound move. Saved. George does not let it get past him. And 12:25 to play here in this first quarter. Eagles, the last time they played at home was against Wilmington, where they lost 15-10 on senior day. And if they play like they did in the first 3 quarters, they could win the entire tournament here this spring. Purple Knights forced a turnover, and now it is in the attacking zone for Bridgeport, and it is scooped up by James Goodrich. The freshman attack. Now Napoli with it.
59-7. Come on, baby.
Bridgeport settles it down here behind the net. 40 on the shot clock. Goodrich. Lankowski, now Kirkpatrick. He's got Keefe on him. Kirkpatrick tries to get the angle here. He'll rip a shot. He spikes it. And George with his 3rd save here in the game. The Eagles look to move it in transition. Keefe is hit hard to the ground there. And he gets back up and still has the ball in his stick. He will flip it. What a pass. Eagles with it here in mini transition. Heald did not have the shot. Now it works it back to Keefe to reset things here for the Eagles. Didn't see what transpired there, but Purple Knights awarded the possession here. 10:40 to play in this first quarter. Kirkpatrick comes to get it. Kirkpatrick with 28 goals on the year. 14 games he appeared in, started in 7 of them, and Eagles force a turnover. That is a theft. Brendan Kelly are coming the other way. Now it is DeNike. Oh, one too many passes there to Heald. He had the shot from point-blank range. DeNike a little too selfless there. Taking a quick peek at the history here between Bridgeport and Post. Eagles are 2-0 against them all time. That is spanning from 2023, March 26th of 2023 to March 27th, 2024. They met at Bridgeport, where the Eagles won 14-11. Tim Keefe in that one led the Eagles in scoring with 3 goals. Some stellar defense there by the midfielder Jack Longmore, wearing number 19 for the Eagles. 9:15 to play here in this first quarter. Orabai has got Esposito on him. Looks for the angle and now shares it to Lankowski. Goodrich straight away. Spin cycle. Looking for the shot. He will shoot. And another save there by George, his 4th of the game. And, oh, it looks like we have a flag that came down. So we get interference called on Jalen Brown. And the first extra man here of the game with 9 minutes to play in this first quarter. Purple Knights with the advantage here. So 30 seconds for Brown on the Eagles sideline. 60 on the shot clock here for the Purple Knights. And we resume play with Kirkpatrick here feeding it up top. Napoli, Levantini. Lankowski on the cut. Kirkpatrick to feed. The shot is off left. Had a good look at it, just misfired. 18 seconds remaining for Brown on the Eagles sideline. Eagles were 1-3 here at Lemoy Field against CACC opponents. Napoli, 3 seconds remaining for Brown. And there is a shot, and it is a score. James Napoli, the sophomore, scored 27 on the year. That is his 28th, and Bridgeport strikes first here in the quarterfinals. Napoli was 5th in the conference this year in assists, gets his first goal here in the playoffs as the Purple Knights control the draw. Sensing that we could have a low-scoring affair here. Going to be a lot about defense here in this one. Kirkpatrick met by Brown. Napoli with that previous goal feeds it to Kirkpatrick here on the near side. He angles to the middle, tries to get the step on Brown. Kirkpatrick the feed. Goodrich throws it away. And Eagles will take over with 7:44 to play in the first quarter. Again, 1-0 Bridgeport if you're just joining us. James Napoli with the first goal here in the quarterfinals. Again, winner of this game will face off against Wilmington in the semifinals on Wednesday. Wilmington, the #1 seed in the CACC, 8-0 in conference this year. Bridgeport 4-4 against CACC opponents. Eagles 5-3. And Eagles bring it into the attacking zone here. Looking to break the seal open for them. Again, they scored 224 goals on the year. Leighton Cook moving to his left, shooting and scoring. Cook cooks one up for the Eagles. And that is the equalizer. They tie it up at 1 apiece with 7:08 to play here in the first quarter. Cook played in 15 games during the regular season, scoring 8 goals, 4 assists. His first of the postseason right there, and the first postseason goal for the Eagles. Eagles control the draw, but they are going to award possession to the Purple Knights. Something that we could have an extreme back and forth affair here at Lemoy Field. Both of these teams very evenly matched. That is a takeaway. James Sprola said, give me all of that, and now Longmore throws it ahead to Heald. 5 shots on goal for Bridgeport, 1 shot on goal for the Eagles. Now Keefe with it here at the top. Piette comes to get it. Piette has the angle, shoots, spikes, and it is saved by Nazario. Nazario, a senior from Farmingdale, New York. That is scooped up. Purple Knights with it near midfield. That's a big hit. Hayden Hinman is relentless. Trying to force a turnover, and somehow Purple Knights stay with it, and Napoli will fire one, and it sails over the goal there with 6:07 to play here in the first quarter. 1-1 here in the CACC quarterfinals. Winner has got Wilmington in the semifinals on Wednesday. Six shots on goal for Bridgeport, 2 shots on goal for Post. It is Kirkpatrick here on the near side. looking for his first goal of the game. He got the step. He fires and scores. Aiden Kirkpatrick takes out his do-it-yourself kit. And he's got the score for Bridgeport. They go back up by 1 with 5:48 to play in this first quarter. Kirkpatrick led the team in goals this year with 28, 33 points on the year, his first of the postseason. Kirkpatrick, a junior midfielder here for Bridgeport. Again, Bridgeport head coach by Stefan Tampone in his second year, head coach for the Eagles, Pat Iannarelli in his first season. Ground ball, who's got it? Eagles try and scoop it up with Sprola. He kind of hits it to himself, goes behind the back. Healed off of the cuts. Holden got rocked as he tried to garner the pass there, and the Purple Knights take it away. Sean Napoli, the brother of James Napoli, had it taken away there. Many hits there, and possession awarded to Bridgeport. And we are going to get our first time out of the game here called by the Eagles. 5:15 to play here in the first quarter. Bridgeport 2, Post 1. (2-1) Bridgeport as we welcome you back here to Lemoy Field. 5:15 to play in this first quarter. 6 shots on goal for the Purple Knights, 2 for the Eagles. CACC quarterfinals here in the men's lacrosse bracket in the CACC tournament. Winner of this game has got the number 1 seed Wilmington in the semifinals on Wednesday. Eagles defeated Bridgeport on March 27th this year on the road, 14-11 in their lone matchup of the year. Eagles 9-7 on the year. Bridgeport 7-7 overall, 4-4 in conference. Kirkpatrick, he's got a goal here in this one, the most recent one for Bridgeport. James Napoli with the other one. Napoli has it here at the top. He will swing it here to Lankowski. Under 5 to play in this first quarter. Levantini tried to get the screen there, and now it's Orabayi. 25 on the shot clock here for Bridgeport. Goodrich, the freshman, trying to twirl his way in, and he has it taken away. Nate Dowd with the takeaway. Eagles a big hit there to cause a turnover, and now Brown can't hold on to the pass. Ground ball is scooped up by Bridgeport, and Brian Wolf will be moving it the other way. He throws it ahead to Napoli. He turns on the Jets. Napoli winds and fires. Tried to get it off the rebound there. Nice block there by George. And now Nolan Carfagna the other way throws it ahead to Heald, and he will settle it into the attacking zone for Post. 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. Keith comes to get it. Piet tries to get the angle. He shoots and scores. Noah Piet with the equalizer. 16 goals, 11 assists on the year for Piet, and he ties up the game at 2 apiece with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. Piet is a senior Big goal there for the Eagles to even up the score. So Eagles working from behind a little bit here to start, and that draw is controlled by Cullen and Bridgeport. Or Abaye will rip a shot. It is off target. Connor Cullen has been controlling the majority of the draws here. He is 4 for 5 in draw controls. 8-5 Bridgeport in ground balls. 6-3 in shots Bridgeport. Off of the cut, the spike, and George blocked it away, and Carfagna picks it up for the Eagles. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. In this first quarter, Esposito brings it across midfield. He's got Sprola, and offsides is called on the Eagles. Possession, Purple Knights. Under 3 to play in this first quarter. All knotted up at 2 apiece here in the CACC quarterfinals. Kirkpatrick comes in and gets it. He's got a goal here in this one. James Napoli with the other for Bridgeport. Piet and Cook with the 2 goals here for the Eagles. And we get a flag thrown in. It's going to go against the Eagles. Didn't see what just transpired there. Kirkpatrick feeds it to Schoenfelder, and an errant pass. Eagles take it away, and that is the whistle blown. It will stay here with the Purple Knights. We'll get a clarification on the call here. So Rob Torelli was offsides for the Eagles. He will be on the sidelines here for the next 30 seconds. That is a second extra man advantage here for Bridgeport in this first quarter. 2:12 to play here in the first quarter. All knotted up at 2 apiece. And 6-3 in shots on goal for Bridgeport. Can Bridgeport convert here and go back in front? They've had 2 one-goal leads here. Levantini got the power behind it, but misfired there with 2:01 to play in the first quarter. Now Kirkpatrick here on the near side. Napoli off of the cut. Lankowski has it taken away. And the ground ball there belongs to the Eagles. Sprola picked it up. 3, 2, 1, and we are back to even strength here with 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Carfagna across midfield. Brendan Kellier got the step, the feed to Hinman. He tried to get a little too cute with that one, and he misses the shot. Definitely did not need to try the behind the back shot there. And Bridgeport will move it the other way. A deflection there of the pass. Ground ball is scooped up by Bridgeport. Mark Napoli. And Napoli is in a straitjacket. He has it taken away by Keefe, who will throw it out to McGrane. Room service, shot, score! First lead of the day for the Eagles, and they go out in front 3-2. Easiest look McGrane will have all day. And he puts it into the back of the net for his first goal here in the postseason. Second in the conference this year in goals scored at 55, right behind Logan Stinson from Wilmington with 58. And the Eagles take a 3-2 lead with 51.5 remaining in this first quarter. Cullen controls another draw for Bridgeport. He's dominated in that category here in the first quarter. Splitting the defense there is Joe Martin. He brings it into the attacking zone for Bridgeport. Bridgeport can take the final shot of the quarter here. Kirkpatrick and Napoli working together. Now over to Martin on the far side. Under 20 seconds to play in this first quarter. Martin will fire, and it is saved by George, and he throws it out to Jalen Brown, who turns on the Jets and crosses midfield with 7, with 6. Brown chiseling, feeding, the shot, and the score. Heald has got one. What a play. Brown the assist, and Heald has got his first goal in the postseason. 41 goals on the year for Heald. Eagles go out in front 4-2. And Brown is fired up coming back to the Eagles sideline. Major play there, 1.1 remaining here in the first quarter. Eagles have scored 3 consecutive goals here, and that will do it for the first quarter. Eagles take a 2-goal lead heading into the second quarter. First quarter is in the books. Winner has got Wilmington in the semifinals on Wednesday. Heald, Cook, Piet, and McGrane all with a goal in that first quarter, and the Eagles have a 4-2 lead heading into the second quarter here in the CACC quarterfinals on their home turf here at Lemoy Field. Gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in the end of April. Eagles trying to advance and punch their ticket and get a rematch with Wilmington in the semifinals. Wilmington beat them here on Senior Day, 15-10 in their second to last game of the season. That was on Saturday, April 20th. 7-4 in shots on goal, Bridgeport. They'll be moving from right to left to begin this second quarter. Eagles left to right. Holden and Cullen for the draw control. And violation there on Cullen. Eagles will control to start this second quarter. Eagles on Wednesday in their final game of the regular season defeated Caldwell in Caldwell, New Jersey, 23-7. Now it's Keefe here on the near side looking for his first goal of the game. He will try and machete in. Piet fires one, and it is saved by Nazario. And he throws a touchdown pass. We got a foot race for it. And Hinman, the aggressive play, tries to rip it away. Ground ball on the turf. Who has got it? Eagles do. And it's thrown to Hinman, who throws it Ed to McGreen. Now it is Denike. Eagles don't have a look there, and they'll settle it down here. A minute gone in the second quarter. 12-9 Bridgeport in ground balls. DeNike, far side. Feed, nice pass, Healed, has got a goal. His second of the first half. Eagles with 4 consecutive unanswered goals. 5-2, post, 13:45 to play in this first half. Longmore tries to scoop it up, but that is Bridgeport and Daniel Bartolome securing it for the Purple Knights. He throws it ahead. That is a dangerous pass. And Bridgeport trying to keep it in play, but they are not able to. Eagles will take over. Got a nice crowd on hand here today at Lemoy Field. Eagles trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals and play against Wilmington, who is 8-0 in conference, the #1 seed in the CACC. Keefe into the attacking zone, got the step. He will feed, and DeNike couldn't secure the pass. A nice idea there by Keefe, but the Eagles swarming, and they cause a turnover. The Eagles have been so quick to the ball. .40 to play in this first half, 7-6. Shots on goal Bridgeport, but they are trailing 5-2. They need an answer badly. They had a 2-1 lead, and the Purple Knight just hit the deck there. Healed will shoot it behind his back. That is Sean Napoli, who kind of just collapsed a little bit. And he gets back up to his feet, and he is limping. So Napoli able to run off on his own. A little bit of a scary situation there here at Lemoy. So we'll resume play here with 12:21. You hope that Sean Napoli, the sophomore, is okay. And DeNike behind the nets. Kellier. Keefe. 3 minutes gone in this second quarter. McGrain will fire and score. Big finish there by McGrain. His second goal of the game. And the Eagles with 5 consecutive goals scored. They lead at 6-2 with 12 minutes even to play here in the first half. Cullen secures the draw there and just has it taken away. A flag will come in, and that is going to be a penalty there on the Eagles. Ref was right there to make the call. So DeNike gets called for the slash there with 11:52 to play here in this first half. He will be on the sidelines for the next minutes. But those are the type of fouls that you like to see if you are the Eagles coaching staff. If you're going to commit one, let it be an aggressive play on the ball there. Eagles have been stifling here to start. Bridgeport got off to a nice little start. They scored the first goal in the game and then went back up 2-1, but ever since then it has been all Eagles. Up 6-2. Napoli. He's got one goal. Kirkpatrick, the other goal, has it on the far side. Extra man here for Bridgeport. The third time they've had an extra man, and an errant pass that will go out of play. And the Eagles will take over. 11:16 on the game clock and 24 seconds remaining for DeNike on the Eagles sideline. George leads Keefe. A nice slant route there, and Keefe will throw it from midfield. Nazario was not in net. Keefe with a major highlight for the Eagles, 7-2 post. And a much-needed timeout for the Purple Knights. Eagles are fired up. Coming out of the Bridgeport timeout, 10:59 to play in this first half. What a response here from the Eagles after being down 2-1. They've scored 6 consecutive goals, and they take a 7-2 lead. Again, CACC quarterfinals. So glad you're with us here on the CACC Network, presented as always here at Post by the Nest Network. Griffin Cass on hand here at Lemoy Field. Beautiful Sunday afternoon for some playoff lacrosse. Eagles have put the pedal to the metal since being down 2-1. Trying to get that rematch with Wilmington in the semifinals. Wilmington awaits the winner of this one. Wilmington embarrassed the Eagles here on April 20th in the fourth quarter specifically. Definitely did not embarrass them for the entire game. That is a turnover on Bridgeport. Yeah, Wilmington beat the Eagles on Senior Day on April 20th, 15-10. The Eagles played an excellent brand of lacrosse in the first 3 quarters, but then just unraveled in the fourth quarter. Eagles would love to get that matchup against, or that rematch, I should say, against the Wildcats in the semifinals. Off to a great start here in the quarterfinals, leading 7-2, 6 consecutive goals here for Post. Kellier spins, tries to chisel in. He'll feed it. Healed, off of the cut. It is intercepted. That is Joe Martin picking it off for Bridgeport, and they need a response here. The shot on goal didn't have enough velocity on it. And George with an easy save throws it across midfield for Mike Keene. 9:50 to play in this first half. Eagles in control with a 7-2 lead, trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Hinman. McGreen and Heald each with 2 goals. Keefe, Cook, and Piet with the other 3. Keefe has got 2, right on cue. Tim Keefe. 7 consecutive goals for the Eagles. And now Keefe, Heald, and McGreen each with 2 goals. It is an Eagles avalanche here. 9:17 to play in the first half. Post with a 6-goal lead, and they are starting to blow this one open. The Bridgeport sideline extremely flat. The draw is controlled by Purple Knights as we get the violation there on Holden. And Bridgeport got out to that 2-1 start, but ever since then they have been flat-footed. Eagles with 7 consecutive goals, 8-2, 9 minutes to play in this first half. Kirkpatrick takes it beyond the net. Or Bailly with a shot. It is blocked by Brown. And that is going to be a stinger from Brown. You can see him a little shaken up after it, but he's tough. He's going to play through it, especially here in the playoffs. Or Bailly tries to take Brown. Takes him behind the net here. 9-7 shots on goal, Eagles. Bridgeport has been extremely stagnant here offensively. Lankowski rips one, and another save by George. George now with 9 saves. Had a save percentage on the year of .556. 147 goals allowed, 184 saves. He's been spectacular here in this quarterfinal matchup. Under 8 to play in this first half. Kirkpatrick, the feed. Now it is Goodrich at the top. 50 on the shot clock for the Purple Knights, and that one is nearly thrown away. Lankowski, a ground ball, and Longmore with some muscle in his hustle right there to cause the turnover. And that's been the story here for the Eagles. They've just been the stronger team. I mean, they've just been stronger physically here. Overwhelming Bridgeport a little bit with how quick they are getting to these balls. Bad pass, taken away by Martin, and he'll throw it ahead. But another bad pass. Bridgeport just cannot convert on these passes here. That wasn't even a hard one. There wasn't any Eagles around there to cause the turnover, and that's just mistakes that you cannot make here in the playoffs, especially being down 6 goals here. So under 6.5 to play in this first half. Eagles with 7 consecutive goals here. They lead 8-2, and they're looking for that rematch here against Wilmington in the semifinals, and well on their way to earning themselves that. DeNike! Just dragged his defender across the field and fired one into the back of the net. 9-2 Eagles, 6:07 to play in this first half. DeNike has got his first goal of the game, his second point. Eight consecutive goals for Post, and they are just clicking on all cylinders here. Bridgeport starting to look like they don't even belong on the same field here with the Eagles. Cullen controls another draw. That's been a huge bright spot, and really one of the only bright spots for Bridgeport here today. Connor Cullen has dominated in the draw controls, but Bridgeport has not been able to generate any offense with it here. Only 2 goals on 7 shots on goal. 5:45 to play in this first half. Goodrich near side. Kirkpatrick on the far side. 30 on the shot clock here for Bridgeport. A screen set by Lankowski. The feed behind the net. Schoenfelder back to Kirkpatrick. Trying to provide an answer here for Bridgeport. He shoots and scores. And he ends the 8-0 run by the Eagles. That is the second goal here for Kirkpatrick. And Bridgeport cuts the deficit. It's 9-3 post with 5:02 to play in the first half. Sprola with the ground ball. Big draw control there for the Eagles to regain it, not let Bridgeport gain any momentum here. 4:45 to play in this first half. The Eagles just looking to close this half out with momentum on their side. A 9-3 winner heads to the semifinals here in the CACC tournament. Keefe fakes the handoff there to Cook. Cook had the first goal of the game for post. Keefe, near side. Tries to shake his defender. Cook gets hit to the ground there on the screen. Keefe, the feed. Cook, the shovel. Just a bit outside. Coming up on 4 minutes to play. First half. Bad pass. Eagles with the turnover. And can Bridgeport turn it into some momentum here? Martin throws it ahead. Mark Napoli. Now it's Lankowski. There's a pass in front. Kirkpatrick off of the rebound. Got his miss. And a flag comes in as well. The goal will stand. It goes against the Eagles. Kirkpatrick with 3 of the 4. So the flag did not be meant to be thrown there. So Kirkpatrick, 2 consecutive goals here for post. For Bridgeport, he's got 3 of the 4 goals for Bridgeport in this first half. It's 9-4 Eagles, 3:21 to play in the second quarter. The Eagles outscored Bridgeport 4-2 in that first quarter and outscoring them 5-2 here in the second. Violation on the Purple Knights. Eagles with it. Coming up on 3 minutes to play in this first half. The Eagles looking for the response here after the back-to-back Kirkpatrick goals. He's got 3. Napoli, James Napoli that is, has the other one. There's a nice cut, and Hinman misfires, but Eagles retain it here. Kellier off left on the shot, and it goes out of play. And Purple Knights awarded possession. Eagles a little puzzled. They think that they should still have it. Under 3 to play in this first half. Can Bridgeport continue to build a little momentum here and get back in this one? And that is a clear flag. Tonight, that will be his second penalty here. Eagles on the attack, and the whistle blows. Clear holding there. The official is right there to make the call. And Denike on the sidelines here. For the second time, he gives Bridgeport an extra man advantage. 2:37 to play in this first half. DeNike on the sidelines here for the next 30 seconds. Kirkpatrick, Napoli. Goodrich. Purple Knights working it around the outside here, looking for an opening. DeNike coming back in 5 seconds. There's a nice flash and a shot and a score. Lankowski, the freshman from Canada. And that's 3 consecutive goals here for Bridgeport. They're kind of right back in it here. It's 9-5 Eagles with 2:08 to play in the first half. Lankowski during the regular season had 27 points, 14 goals, 13 assists. He's got his first goal of the postseason. And that's huge for Bridgeport. Inching back into this one. It was 9-2 Eagles, 3 consecutive goals here for Bridgeport. Has it at 9-5. Eagles scoop up the ground ball. That is Kellier with a nice play. Tries to get it to Heald. And that was nearly taken away by Bridgeport. Eagles on the attack. Ground ball. McGrain with a big hit, and Heald has got it for post. 1:45 to play in this first half, and that's been a big story here for the Eagles. They're just the stronger, more physical team here in this first half. Robbie McGrain, the junior attack. Massive hit for post, and it leads to them gaining possession. 80 seconds to play in the first half. 50 on the shot clock. Keefe trying to work his way in, feeds it out, and that is a bad pass. Nick Steele trying to get to it, and it is scooped up by Bridgeport. Brian Wolf, the sophomore defender, gains possession for the Purple Knights. A goal here would go a long way for Bridgeport, build some more momentum going into the second half. Under a minute to play in this first half, 12-9 Eagles in shots on goal. However, it's been 3 consecutive goals here for Bridgeport. And a timeout called by the Purple Knights with 44.4 remaining in this first half. Eagles 9, Purple Knights 5. CACC quarterfinals. Coming out of the Bridgeport timeout, 44.4 remaining in this first half. 12-9 in shots on goal in favor of the Eagles. They lead at 9-5. Eagles have 3 different guys with 2 goals here in this one. McGrain with 2, Keefe with 2, and Heald with 2. The 3 leading goal scorers this season. All 3 of them in the top 5 in the goal leaders in the CACC. There's a shot deflected out of bounds there by George with 34.8 remaining in this first half. That is Napoli trying to get his way in. He shoots and scores! 4 consecutive goals for Bridgeport. And they are right back in it. Napoli, his second goal of the game. Lankowski with 1, Napoli with 2, Kirkpatrick with 3. And Bridgeport able to build some momentum here at the end of this first half. They have 4 consecutive goals. 5-4 posts here in the second quarter. 9-6 Eagles, and Cullen controls the draw. And Sprola gets called for the push there. 19.8 remaining in the first half. The Eagles looked like they were just going to completely run away with this one. They were up 9-2, now 4 consecutive goals for Bridgeport. And we have a whole new ball game here, it feels like. Not under 10 seconds, there's a shot and another score! James Goodrich. Bridgeport storming back. 5 consecutive goals. And it is 9-7 Eagles. Eagles looked like they could do no wrong for the majority of this first half. But the back half of this second quarter has been all Bridgeport. That is 5 consecutive goals for the Purple Knights, and that will take us to halftime. Bridgeport builds a ton of momentum going into halftime. It is 9-7 Eagles as we head into the halftime break. CACC quarterfinals. Wilmington awaits the winner here of this duel.
So I got my start coaching high school in New Jersey, and I've started 3 collegiate programs. The College of Mount St. Vincent. I took Morrisville State from a junior college to a 4-year school, and Lourdes University in Toledo, Ohio. And I've also coached at a couple high schools too. So my coaching philosophy, we are a program of service. We believe in giving to others and building ourselves through service. So as a team, we will be readily available to help the youth lacrosse in the area, volunteer our time in other situations, and to be one on the team who is reaching out to the others on the team, their peers, and building their leadership skills, community skills, and getting ready for the next step of life. We are attempting to build a culture of giving back. We will build with the young men on our team, and they come from freshmen, through leadership groups, book clubs, involvement in the community, to get them looking beyond themselves to what they can do and what they can add. So by the time they leave the university, leave the program, they are really ready for the next step of life. We work 4 years of lacrosse for the next 40 years of our lives. So we'd like to kind of base that off of effort and accountability. The biggest thing that we're looking to do, we're looking to fulfill graduation, get these guys ready for the next step academically, put them in the best spot they could be in order to move forward in their careers. We look for competitiveness on the field where these guys will be able to compete for championships year in and year out, getting themselves prepared and doing what's necessary to get to that level, and representing the university in a good light, having the men's lacrosse team be a positive light on the university, one that people are happy to have a part of Post University. Why I came to Post? At Post, after living in the Midwest for the past 10 years, the beauty of the area, the mountains of the area, the trees, has a big part for me personally. Looking at the university, having a large online presence was a really good thing with the way that universities are moving these days. The small campus feel, walking around campus and having a cozy feel amongst the buildings with all of the people that were very kind, saying hi, offering me help wherever I went. And the stability within the athletic department is something that I really look forward to being a part of. The support that's offered seems to be very positive at Post University under solid leadership. Famous person I would like to eat with Teddy Roosevelt. I would like to hear stories about the Rough Riders and how his travels were when he went overseas and whatnot. So, You can't do things like that these days, and it would be exciting to hear from him. New York pizza or Connecticut pizza, having lived in the Midwest for 10 years, either pizza would be great, to be honest. But growing up in northern New Jersey, New York pizza is definitely in my heart, and I look forward to getting back to some of that. I think overall, I'm just really excited for this next step in my career, being part of a program that has had many positive influences in the past and is building. And so to be able to come in and be a part of this next level, next step, is exciting to me moving forward.
We welcome you back here to Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Halftime is nearing its conclusion. We're gearing up for the second half. What a first half that was. Just recapping what we saw, Bridgeport got out to a 2-1 lead, and then the Eagles scored 8 consecutive goals, and then it looked like Eagles were going to run away with this one and easily be able to have that rematch with Wilmington in the semifinals, but then 5 consecutive goals for Bridgeport to close that first half, and we have a whole new game heading into the second half. Griffin Castle and here at Post University. So glad you're with us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon for some CACC playoff men's lacrosse action. 9-7 Eagles. Start of the second half, it'll be Bridgeport left to right, Eagles right to left. Holden and Cullen will face it off here. Eagles outscored Bridgeport 4-2 in that first quarter, and then it was 5-5 in the second quarter. Bridgeport with a different type of pep in their step, and we are off and running here in the second half. And the Purple Knights control the draw. Napoli, Goodrich will fire one, and George with the save. George throws it out to Esposito, and Eagles running in transition here. Healed. Healed, Keefe, and McGrain each with 2 goals in that first half. Keefe with it at the top. 12-10 in shots on goal, Eagles. Can they hold on here and punch their ticket to the semifinals and have that rematch with Wilmington? Wilmington beat the Eagles here on April 20th in the second to last regular season game. 15-10 on the Eagles senior day. Ground ball. Eagles retain it with Healed. 25 on the shot clock. Keefe will rip one, and it's deflected out of play there by the goalkeeper for Bridgeport, Peter Nazario, the senior. 17 on the shot clock. Eagles will retain it. Hinman, Keefe, Healed, Piet, back to Keefe. Shot clock reset to 60. Healed. Keefe, fake the shot, now fires and scores. Tim Keefe, his 4th point of the day, his 3rd goal, and the Eagles end the 5-0 run by Bridgeport.
Hell yeah.
10-7 Eagles, 13-16 to play in this third quarter. Cullen controls yet another draw for Bridgeport, and they are moving it the other way. Goodrich had a goal in that first half. Kirkpatrick had 3 goals for Bridgeport in that first half. James Napoli had 2, and Lankowski and Goodrich each had 1. Orabai has got Brown on him. Spins, tries to get the step. Lankowski. Napoli. 35 on the shot clock. Kirkpatrick near side. Shot. And George, a brick wall, does not like to get past him. Kirkpatrick just eyed his 4th goal of the game. Keefe comes to get it. He's got 3 goals for the Eagles, brings it into the attacking zone, gets a step on Napoli. Now he settles it down. 3 minutes gone in this third quarter. Eagles a 10-7 lead trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals. Healed, chiseling, shot is blocked. And Orabaye scoops it up for the Purple Knights, and he is running in transition. He crosses midfield. (13-10) shots on goal, Eagles. Kirkpatrick. 28-18, Bridgeport in ground balls. Big discrepancy here in this one. Lankowski looking for the angle. Orabaye. Coming up on 30 on the shot clock here for Bridgeport. Orabaye chiseling, shooting, didn't have enough velocity on it, and George with an easy save. Little over 4 minutes gone in the third. Kellier, burst of speed. Extra feed was deflected out of bounds there by Ryan Thomas, the sophomore. And the Eagles score one. That is Healed. Healed and Keefe now combined 6 of the 11 goals for Post. That is number 3 for Healed. Eagles 11, Purple Knights 7 with 10:40 to play in the third. So an excellent response here from the Eagles after surrendering 5 consecutive goals to end that first half. They open up the second half, leading 2-0. Cullen controls yet another draw, and there is a shot. What a score! Major highlight for Schoenfelder. And he answers right back. Bridgeport on the board here in the second half. Schoenfelder with 21 goals, 26 assists during the regular season. He's got his first point here in the playoffs. 11-8 Post, 10.5 to play in the third. And Jackson Holden with the draw control. Fires, and it's saved. Nazario. Looks like Holden kind of rushed that shot a little bit. It is Martin. He is hounded by Sprola. Martin gets a step around Sprola and has it poked free. And Martin hits the deck. Eagles awarded possession. A little over 5 minutes gone here in the third. 11-8 Post. 16-11 in shots on goal. George throws it ahead. The touchdown pass to Nick Steele. And he'll field it. Feed it to Healed. Keefe settling it down. Healed behind the net. Draws Levantini. 30 on the shot clock. Steele will rip one. And that sails out of bounds. 31 on the shot clock. 9:09 on the game clock here in the third. McGrain. The pass to Nike. Point blank range. Easy goal for the Eagles. And they go back up by 4 with 9 minutes even to play in the third. That is DeNike's second goal of the game, his third point. 17-11 now, posts and shots on goal. Bridgeport with it in the attacking zone, being outscored by posts here in the second half, thus far 3-1. Orabai, Kirkpatrick. The angle, the shot, the spike, and the miss as it goes out of play. Eagles awarded possession. George is way out of the net here, throws it out to Longmore. Eight minutes to play here in the third. 12-8 Eagles. Wilmington awaits the winner of this quarterfinal matchup. The semis will be on Wednesday. Wilmington, the number 1 seed, an 8-0 record in conference this year. Eagles 5-3 in CACC play. Purple Knights 4-4. Piet, the shovel. Keefe lost his footing there, and he'll reset it with Hinman. 25 on the shot clock. Denike with 3 points. Hinman, shot is off right. Nice cut there. It'll stay here with the Eagles. 18 on the shot clock. That's a touch score. McGrain. What a play. That was too easy for post. And McGrain has got his 3rd goal in the game. So Heald, Keefe, and McGrain have combined for 9 of the 13 Eagles goals. All 3 of them have 3 goals. Again, McGrain, 2nd in the conference this year in goals with 55 after the regular season. It is 4-1 Eagles here in this second half. Cullen, Lankowski, Bridgeport, can they find their ways again? Again, they went on a 5-0 scoring burst to end first half. Just recapping what we've seen here thus far. It was Bridgeport 2-1. Eagles scored 8 consecutive goals. Then Bridgeport scored 5 consecutive. And now it's 4-1 here. Eagles in this second half. They take a 13-8 lead. 6:40 to play here in the third. Orabai spinning. He'll spin again. He'll shoot, and he'll miss. Purple Knights, 35 on the shot clock. Kirkpatrick tries to get the step on his defender. That's Kellier defending. Kirkpatrick, he'll shoot, and that goes way out of play. Last touch by Esposito as he deflected it. 23 on the shot clock, 6:19 on the game clock. Napoli thought about the shot. Orabai, 15 on the shot clock. Draws Keefe. Orabai, chiseling. 7 on the shot clock. He'll shoot. 4 on the clock here. And don't know if Purple Knights are going to be able to get a shot here. 3-2, they will just concede possession. Shot clock violation. Eagles will take over with under 6 to play here in the third. (18-11) post and shots on goal. Keene, that is deflected there by Nazario, scooped up by Martin. Purple Knights get it right back. Nazario way out of that crease at midfield. He'll throw the touchdown pass to Goodrich, and it connects. Goodrich, hounded by Esposito. Coming up on 5 minutes to play here in the third. Eagles lead it by 5. Trying to secure that rematch with Wilmington in the semifinals. Pass in front, intercepted. That is Carfagna causing the turnover. And then Carfagna called for the push there, and Purple Knights will retain it here in the attacking zone. So the officials will converge here and talk things over with 4:41 to play in the third. Waiting to get the official wording here from the officials. So we'll resume play here with the Purple Knights having possession. Nice pass in front. Napoli couldn't secure it, but Kirkpatrick does on the ground ball. Napoli cuts it back. Trying to work on Longmore there. Kirkpatrick with 3 goals here for the Purple Knights. Nearly turns it over. Goodrich. Levantini, hounded, shooting, and it goes in. It broke the plane. A mistake there by George. And Bridgeport has got their 9th goal of the game. So Levantini with his first goal of the game, his 3rd point. 13-9 Eagles, 3:58 to play in the third. The draw is controlled by Napoli and the Purple Knights. 18-12 now, shots on goal, Eagles. (33-20) Bridgeport in the ground balls. Flag comes flying in. It will go against the Eagles. Sprola the culprit. I believe they'll get him for interference. Kirkpatrick near side, 50 on the shot clock. Purple Knights about to have an extra man. Can they get a goal before it? It looks like it's going to be a turnover. So they actually get Sprola for the slash there, not the interference. So Sprola on the Eagles sideline for the next minute. 3:12 to play here in the third. We resume play, 60 on the shot clock for the Purple Knights. Down 13-9, the number 5 seed here in the CACC. Eagles, the number 4 seed. Kirkpatrick, saved by George. Under 3 to play. And George will throw the touchdown pass, and he nearly scored there as it bounced over Nazario, but off right. .245 to play in the third. 30 seconds remaining on the extra man. Sproler was the culprit. Kirkpatrick nearly bobbled the pass there, regains it. 20 seconds remaining for Sproler on the Eagles sideline. Purple Knights with it in their attacking zone. Kirkpatrick near side. Napoli. Kirkpatrick playing this two-man game here. Napoli will fire the long shot. Sails above the net with 2:16 to play here in the third. Napoli. Even strength here. And another flag is thrown out. Might be a cross-check there by Cook. And there's a shot, and it's a score. Schoenfelder has got his second goal of the game, and now an extra man coming up for the Purple Knights once more with 1:58 to play in the third. The Eagles just cannot shake. So 2 minutes for the extra man here. So Cook called for the slash with contact to the head. So Purple Knights will have an extra man for the remainder of this third quarter. Again, the Eagles just cannot shake the Purple Knights here. They went up 9-2 to start. Then 5 consecutive goals by Bridgeport. 9-7 coming into the second half. 2 consecutive goals now for Bridgeport. Eagles started this third quarter leading 4-1 in the third. Now it's 4-3. And it was nearly 4-4 there. Nice effort there by Lankowski, but couldn't keep it in play. Eagles ball with 100 seconds remaining in the third. (13-10) Eagles. And that is a caused turnover. Ryan Thomas with the takeaway. And Bridgeport takes it right back into the attacking zone here. Nice strip. Sprola. What a play. He is a pest. A minute to play here in the third. 13-10 Eagles. And then Sprola just threw it right back. Levantini fires one and scores. 3 consecutive goals for Bridgeport. And it is 4-4 here in the third. 13-11 post. So that was Schoenfelder with the 11th goal for Bridgeport. 13-11 post, 55.1 remaining in the third. Huge draw control here. Purple Knights looking to scoop it up, and they do. Martin. 40 seconds to play here in the third. Bridgeport with 3 consecutive goals. Eagles, 5-goal lead. They were up 13-8. It has been cut down to 2. And Schoenfelder's shot was blocked there by George. Eagles with it. 20 seconds to play in the third. And the coaching staff here from the Eagles yelling to just hold it and take it into the fourth quarter. Keefe will take it behind the net. And that will do it for the third quarter. 45 minutes are in the books. We have 15 more to play. Trip to the semifinals here in the CACC tournament is on the line. Eagles lead at 13-11 as we head into the fourth quarter. 3 consecutive goals there by Bridgeport to close out the third. Buckle in, strap up, get your popcorn ready. Fourth and final quarter. Trip to the semifinals is on the line. Eagles with a 2-goal lead. They outscored Bridgeport 4-2 in the first quarter, 5-5 in the second quarter, and then 4-4 in the third quarter. And we are ready for this fourth and final quarter here. So glad you're with us here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon on the CACC Network. Presented as always here at Post by the Nest Network. Griffin Cass on hand. 13-11 Post, 15 minutes away from that rematch with Wilmington in the semifinals. Wilmington beat them here on Senior Day 8 days ago, right here at Lemoy Field, 15-10. And can the Eagles close this one out? 3 consecutive goals there by Bridgeport to end that third quarter. They had 5 consecutive goals to end the second quarter. The Eagles at one point were up 9-2 in that second quarter. And it looked like it was going to be a runaway train from that point on, but Bridgeport has provided some excellent responses here. Fourth quarter underway. Eagles will start with it. We are back to even strength here. A motivating speech by Pat Iannarelli. Between the third and fourth quarter, he was conveying to his team just one more quarter. Give it your all. Cole George also spoke up. Heald will rip one. Nazario the save. And he will throw it ahead. Bridgeport trying to get in transition. But Daniel Bartolome coughed it up, could not corral the pass, and Eagles will take over. And they bring it right back into the attacking zone. 19-13 in shots on goal, Eagles. The ground ball category has been in favor of Bridgeport. They are leading 37-22 in the ground balls. Hinman, straight away. Hinman on the drive, the shot is off right. And it goes out of play. Bridgeport will take over with 13:58 to play in regulation. This quarterfinal matchup coming down to the wire. We didn't think it would be when the Eagles were up 9-2 at one point in that second quarter. Bridgeport again closed that second quarter out on a 5-0 run. They closed the third quarter out on a 3-0 run. And they are right back within 2. Eagles on their home field where they were 3-3 this season, 1-3 at Lemoy Field against conference opponents. They played Bridgeport on the road on March 27th, winning 14-11. Wilmington awaits the winner of this game. That is a shot, and it's a score. Schoenfelder has come alive here for Bridgeport. That is 4 consecutive goals for the Purple Knights, and they are within 1. Schoenfelder has got 4 goals. Dewey Schoenfelder, the senior midfielder from Maryland. What a spark here for Bridgeport. And they control the draw and an opportunity to tie the game up. Bridgeport has not led since they led 2-1 early in the first quarter. There's a hit and a push out of play there. Torelli gets called for the technical foul. 12:39 to play in regulation. Shot clock resets to 60. Bridgeport with possession. Or a buy-in will fire one. George with the save. Sprola able to catch it with the long stick there. Pass goes out of play. Last touch by DeNike. And a turnover there from the Eagles. Bridgeport into the attacking zone. That's an errant pass. A turnover there from Bridgeport. Eagles will take over. 11:47 to play in the fourth. Keefe. Kellier. Steele comes to get it. Eagles will work it around the outside. Looking for an opening near the crease. Keefe, 40 on the shot clock for post. Coming up on 11 minutes to play in regulation. A trip to the semifinals is on the line. Wilmington awaits the winner. Keefe moving to his left, cuts it back to his right, feeds it to Steele. Steele, healed. Kellier, Keefe, 15 on the shot clock. Keefe will twirl, he'll shoot, and what a save there by Nazario. Martin nearly has it taken away, but regains it. Again, winner goes to the semifinals to face off against Wilmington. Loser is eliminated. Will it be Post, the number 4 seed, or Bridgeport, the number 5 seed here in the CACC, to try and knock off the 8-0 in conference number 1 seed Wilmington Wildcats? Or a buy-in. Shifty. Feeding it, Lankowski, equalizer! (13-13). Lankowski with his second goal in the game. The assist goes to Orabai. Lankowski with a huge goal for Bridgeport. They tie it up 13-13. Haven't led since it was 2-1. Goodrich. It sails above the cage there, and Goodrich is shaken up with that right hand. 20-15 shots on goal. Knotted up at 13 apiece. Eagles led 9-2 in that second quarter. Bridgeport closed the first half on a 5-0 run. Eagles were up 13-8 at one point here in the third quarter. And it's 5 consecutive goals for Bridgeport once more, their second 5-0 run. Lankowski fires, and it's off left. Lankowski tried for the hat trick there. 38 on the shot clock, 9:08 on the game clock. Napoli tries to dodge there. Bridgeport, Kirkpatrick, he's been quiet since that first half. It has been others that have been shouldering the load offensively. Schoenfelder with 4 goals. Lankowski with the previous one. 15 on the shot clock. Napoli is off right. That will caroom out of play. And possession awarded to the Eagles. 8:51 to play in regulation. Piet, near side, breaks it across midfield. It is Hinman taking it behind the net. 60 on the shot clock, under 8.5 on the game clock here in the fourth. Can the Eagles hang on and avoid the comeback bid by Bridgeport here in the quarterfinals? And so glad you're with us here at Lemoy Field. Trip to the semifinals is on the line. Healed Piet. Now it is Hinman. 35 on the shot clock. Denike behind the nets. Piet here on the near side. They don't feed it to him. Now Keefe. 20 on the shot clock for post. The feed right in front. Eagles go back out in front. Healed with the goal. His 4th of the game. And that's a big-time score for Post. They lead at 14-13, 7:48 to play in the fourth. Big face-off here. Who will control the draw? It is Bridgeport. And it's thrown ahead to Cullen. Bridgeport looking for the equalizer once more. And that one is thrown out of play. Schoenfelder didn't have a teammate. Eagles coming the other way with 7.5 to play in regulation, leading 14-13. Can they hang on? All about surviving and advancing here. Eagles were up 9-2 in the second quarter. Bridgeport has stormed back with two different 5-0 runs. That is a slash, contact to the head. Eagles will have the extra man. Keefe, the feed towards the crease, the shot, what a block. And another flag comes out. Eagles will have 2 extra men. 2 men down here for Bridgeport. 6:46 to play here in the fourth. So Sean Napoli and Matt Torres, a sophomore and a freshman, on the sideline here for the next minute. With 6:46 to play here in the fourth, can the Eagles take advantage of it? Leading 14-13, out shooting Bridgeport 21-15 in shots on goal. Eagles within the attacking zone. Sun has been blocked by the clouds here now. Can the Eagles block Bridgeport from a trip to the semifinals? Healed. Pass in front. McGrain puts it in. Patient was Robbie McGrain, and he has got his fourth goal here in the game. 15-13 Eagles. Seventh point of the day for McGrain. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists. He and Heald each with 4. And the Eagles go back out in front by 2. We've been all even in each quarter since the first quarter. Eagles outscored Bridgeport 4-2 in the first. It was 5-5 in the second, 4-4 in the third, now 2-2 here in the fourth. Napoli couldn't hold on to the pass, regains it, and breaks it across midfield. Sprola on his hip. Two unanswered goals here by Post. 6 minutes to play in the fourth. Can the Eagles hang on and advance to the semifinals? Shake and bake move there. Now the pass in front. That is a huge deflection there by the Eagles and a huge cause turnover. Purple Knights would have had a point-blank look. They could have converted on the pass. 5.5 to play in regulation. 15-13 Eagles. And they will move it the other way, trying to put Bridgeport away. It's ahead to Brown. He brings it into the attacking zone. Wisely brings it back out and resets it with key 55 on the shot clock for the Eagles. No need to hurry. We are back to an even strength. 5 minutes to play in regulation. Inman takes it behind the net with 30 on the shot clock. Keefe. Heald. That was a rocket there by Heald. Could not connect on it. 4:44 to play in regulation. We resume play. Bridgeport with possession. Orabai. Kirkpatrick. Does Bridgeport have an answer here? They started this fourth quarter with 2 consecutive goals and a much-needed timeouts. Eagles 15, Bridgeport 13, 4.5 to play in regulation. Coming out of the Bridgeport timeout, 4:30 to play here in the fourth. A 15-13 lead for the Eagles, trying to punch their ticket to the semifinals and have that rematch with Wilmington. Again, Wilmington beat them 15-10 here 8 days ago at Lemoy Field on the Eagles senior day. Eagles were spectacular. They led for the majority of the game, but Wilmington overpowered them in that fourth quarter. So Purple Knights ball here in their attacking zone out of the timeout. Eagles 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from advancing to the semifinals. Can they hold on? Outscored Bridgeport 4-2 in the first quarter, and they get the takeaway right here. We've been neck and neck since that first quarter. 5-5 in the second, 4-4 in the third. Make it 3-2 here in the fourth. Healed. Fifth goal of the game. Eagles, 3 consecutive goals, and they take a 16-13 lead. That one is slapped like a hockey puck into the attacking zone for Bridgeport. Can they corral it? No, they cannot. Longmore scoops it up. 3:45 remaining in regulation. Eagles trying to hold on. 3 consecutive goals here. It was 13-8, 5 consecutive by Bridgeport. And then now 3 unanswered goals for the Eagles to go out in front, 16-13. Can they just hold on here? .50 on the shot clock. A flag is thrown. Too many on the field for Bridgeport. A costly mistake. Eagles can just work it around here. Under 40 on the shot clock. No need to hurry here. 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Keefe with it. Near midfield. He'll feed it to Heald, who's got 5 goals here in this one. .10 on the shot clock. 2:35 on the game clock. Eagles will concede the possession. A shot clock violation, 2:26 to play here in the fourth. And Bridgeport is going to be down a man here. That was excellent by the Eagles. They took all the time off of the shot clock. They will retain it here with 60 on the shot clock. An extra man for a post for the next 30 seconds. 2:26 to play here in the fourth. Eagles are well on their way to punching their ticket to the semifinals. Heald throws it up top for Hinman. And Hinman thought about the shot wisely. Does not take it. No reason to get a shot on net here unless there's 5 on the shot clock. 45 on the shot clock. Eagles will just work it around and milk that clock. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the fourth. Keefe, for some reason, will shoot. And Nazario with the save. Back to even strength. Brian Wolf into the attacking zone. minute and a half left in regulation. Eagles oh so close to advancing to the semifinals. There's a shot. It's a save by George. He'll throw it ahead to Keefe. Under a minute to play in regulation. The Eagles, in all likelihood, are going to survive and advance. A rematch with Wilmington. Wilmington defeated the Eagles 8 days ago here at Lemoy Field on Posta's Senior Day, 15-10. On the game clock. Kellier. The Eagles are going to down the Purple Knights here in the CACC quarterfinals. A valiant effort by Bridgeport, but their comeback bid is going to come up short. And that will almost do it. 2.6 remaining. Eagles survive and advance with a 16-13 win in the quarterfinals. Here in the CACC tournament, they will advance to the semifinals and play the #1 seed Wilmington on Wednesday. What a game. 2 different 5-0 scoring runs by Bridgeport. But the Eagles survive and win 16-13. Dylan Heald with 5 goals. Robbie McGreen with 4 goals and 4 assists. Eagles win it, and they are going to the semifinals, and they'll play against Wilmington in the semis. For our entire Athletic Communications staff here at Post University Griffin Cast signing off, we'll have the post-game interview coming up next. All right, Post University men's lacrosse wins 16-13 over Bridgeport here in the CACC quarterfinals. Griffin Cass alongside Dylan Heald and Robbie McGrain. Guys, Dylan, you had 5 goals here in this one. Just what was working for you offensively?
I think what we found our success is when we went behind the goal and had our short six dodge the most. But I think just moving off ball and getting open was our key to success there today.
And then Robbie, 4 goals, 4 assists. Same question to you. What was working for you on the offensive end?
This guy took all the good lines that I was going to say, but yeah, kind of the same thing. We found our game late in the second half there, and we kept pressing them, and we ended up on the other side of the scoreboard, on the positive side.
So you guys were up 9-2 at one point, and then 13-8 at another point. They made 2 different 5-0 runs. Just what did it take to be able to survive and advance? This question is for both of you guys.
I think just telling the guys to hunker down. We've been in those games before where we've been leading, and then we've let a team make a comeback. But I think just telling the guys to settle in and just keep grinding out the rest of the game.
Just a big breath as a collective group, and you got to give credit to Bridgeport. They never gave up. Yeah, that's just the way the game goes.
And then, right, so they tied up with the second 5-0 run at 13-13. Just how were you guys able to go on that 3-0 run to end it and eventually win 16-13?
We bared down on our chances, and we kept moving on the inside, kept moving on the outside, took our strategy into effect, and we ended up scoring more than they did.
Yeah, it's just basically how it goes. We took opportunity of the chances we got in those last 5 minutes there when they got it close. So glad we were able to close it out.
All right, guys, final question for you, and then we'll let you ice up. Wilmington, 8-0 in conference this year. They beat you guys 8 days ago right here at Lemoy Field, 15-10. This question is for both of you. Just how excited are you guys for the opportunity to try and get some redemption on them and hand them their first loss in conference this season?
We hung in with them the whole game, so I'm excited. It's hard to beat a team twice.
Same thing as him. We got to play lacrosse for another day, so all of us are going to be excited no matter what. Yeah, we just got to stick to our game plan and execute like we did today.
All right, guys, congrats on the win. Go ice up and enjoy that semifinal matchup with Wilmington.
Thank you very much.